Hi, it's Candy, and welcome to the Art of Planning, where we go over pretty, on-purpose, and powerful planning. And today we're actually going to touch on the on-purpose and powerful part of planning. But before we begin, I always forget this, guys. If you'll hit that subscribe button, which I now have located in the bottom right-hand corner of the video screen, or it's where it always is on YouTube stuff. If you would hit that, that would be wonderful. We can grow this channel together, and I would appreciate that so very much. So I said that at the beginning, so if I say it at the end, it won't really matter all that much. So just pop on that right now, and that would be wonderful. So we're going to get back to the on-purpose and powerful part of planning, as right now we go over kind of the week in review, where we're going to touch on Erin Condren versus kind of Franklin Covey. There's really no versus about it because I use these in such different ways. So I want to show you how I use my Erin Condren planner and then how I use my Franklin Covey planner, because I use them both in such very different ways. So let's go to the Erin Condren first. Now, this is going to be a general overview because I want to get much more in depth in different videos, because there's just so much to share. So very much to share. Okay. Be nice if I could hit the page, wouldn't it? Okay, so as we look at the Erin Condren, I am going to zoom you in a little more. But what I really want you to see, let's flip this over. What I really want you to see and look at is, I'm thinking, now from what I have discovered about how I use it, and this can totally change because all of you guys know that I am a real newbie at this. What I have seen about how I use the Erin Condren is I use this kind of as a general planner. Now, again, later, whenever we can touch on it and have more time, I will tell you why I went in search of an Erin Condren type of planner. Because I did go in search of something like this and ended up with Erin Condren, which I'm so much enjoying. But there was a reason that I went looking for something like this, and I am finding that I use it as a general type of planner. I used it as an on-the-go. I was looking for something that actually could be kind of mobile. I'm not using it that much as I thought that I would, but that's just a habit thing. I wish I grabbed it on the go more. I'm going to try to utilize that more. I use it for a pretty type of a thing. That was very important for what I was looking for and for what I even use it for on a daily basis. Touch on that later, but that's what I find. So on Monday and on every day, what I do is I kind of fill in that general overview of what I need to achieve. For instance, and I'm not going to just, I'll try to look at what this says, but for instance, the things that I needed to accomplish were call Shell. They were to, I needed to order some things on Staples. I needed to get on Facebook and order something. I needed to do some online follow-up. So those were in general. Now, the online follow-up, I needed to do several things underneath that. But I did not have the space within this system to list out everything that I needed to do online follow-up about. I did not have the time, space, or it's not what I got this book for, to list everything that I need to order from Staples. I just put on here the general categories of what I needed to do. We went down here lower. The lady that cleans my house comes on Monday. I put that down, and then I just put more follow-up. I had lots of follow-up to get taken care of on Monday. Computer work in the office, that needed to be done. I didn't list under it everything that needed to be done, but that's how I use the Monday system. On the side over here, which I just adore, is one great big sticker. To-do list, hydrate list, and then just another little specialty lined area. I love this hydrate list. Why? I love that. It's small, it's to the point, we can track. I love that hydrate list. There's some other really cute ones out there, but I just love the fact that that's all together over here, and it's a great tracker. On Tuesday, I had to do some things with my dad, so I have down the times I need to pick him up, where we need to go after we do the first appointment, where we need to go after we do the second appointment. I have some things in a different category that I need to accomplish. I actually have a full-time career. I'm having so much fun doing the YouTube and concentrating on the planner. It really filled a part in my life that I knew I needed to fill a little bit with something. So this has been so much fun. But my full-time career, there are definitely things that I have to do. I have to categorize. I'll show you that in the Franklin Covey. And then underneath, there were some orders that I need to take care of. I needed to make a call to Verizon Wireless. I know that when I make a call, because of what we're dealing with right now, it is always an hour call. I can't even get on the phone and make a call unless I have an hour to spend. So I put down here what I needed to talk to him about, the other couple of things I needed to do. So again, general categories. On Wednesday, okay, this is why I can hydrate real good and check these marks off. I drink water all the time. Wednesday was supposed to be my social media day. It was a bust. I had technical difficulties like crazy. So we have that stuff happen, don't we? You know what? We call it a wash and we go on. And I spent all day trying to accomplish it. I didn't get it done. So what? You just do it and go on. You do what you can do and go on. On Thursday, we were actually out of town. But I knew some things that we had to get accomplished while we were out of town. So here was a general list of that I kept track of when I could think of it. And then I put it on a more itemized list that I could take with me. I work from a card system whenever we go out of town. I'll show you that later. Okay, on Friday was actually when I did the social media things that I didn't get done on Wednesday. So these are the things that I needed to do. And then I could just kind of look at those. I could work from this, and that took care of the Friday. On the weekend, again, generally what I need to do. My husband works this weekend, so I can kind of do that in whatever way that I want to do. So again, generally. Now, some of the things that I do, some of the ways I use this is reactive rather than proactive, and that's a way I can use some of the fun stickers that, I probably wouldn't really use otherwise. See this little laundry basket here? Okay, that laundry basket, I needed to get laundry accomplished earlier in the week. I could have gotten laundry accomplished on Friday, didn't get done on those days. However, got some laundry accomplished on Saturday, and I thought, what a fun place to put that cute little laundry sticker. So I peeled that laundry sticker off and got it used on the Saturday. So, and this is an envelope. I got a card off to a dear friend, and I actually need to write beside there her name, so I'll remember when I got that card sent to her. It was long overdue. So some of the times when I use stickers in this book, it's in a reactive way. So it is almost as a diary, as a journal. But I think a lot of you have said that too. You use this kind of as a journal. So I put this into place in a lot of fun, wonderful ways that I really intended to do when I got it, as opposed to the way I used my Franklin Covey, which I have used, guys, and I'll use that term just generally, if I may. I've used my Franklin Covey Planner for at least 10 years. I found a binder system that I used to keep, where I kept them way years ago, and the last one I found said 2005, so I've kept them for a long time. I'm going to see if I can get us in a little closer. Just where you can, you don't need to see specifically. Okay, this system is a day at a glance system. Now you'll notice very distressed leather binder. I love that. It was distressed leather when I bought it a long time ago. It is much more distressed now. This is a day at a glance system. They all start off with a 2-page month at a glance system. So it's very much like the Erin Condren can be. You can just use this as a general layout for the month and then transfer the info to the days. So this was Monday. Now here is a timed part of the page. And then this is a prioritize. I'm not going to go over that. I filmed this once and it went way too long. So I'm just going to tell you in general how I use these pages. We'll go back and do something in depth, okay? This gives the opportunity, it gives me the opportunity to write in timed schedules, timed appointments. This prioritized list gives me the opportunity to actually prioritize the things that need to be done. What needs to be done first, second, third, fourth, what's immediately got to be taken care of that day, and what maybe doesn't have to be taken care of that day but can be moved to the next day. This part over here gives me the opportunity to write information about what has to be done over here. So if I have to make a phone call and it has to have specific things done, if I take an order and I want that person's order information over here, order products over here, that's all put over here. If I need to make notes about a phone call, that goes over here. All of the information about what happened during the day, who I talked to, and what I did can be found on these two pages. And I love having that done like this. I have learned to, on this second page, I keep these in here with me. This is like a mini, what do you call it, dashboard, kind of. It's just really a page marker, an acrylic one. I take this, I go about halfway down, mark it off, about halfway over on that, mark it off. Normally, I use this as a to-call tracking system. I do to-call here for the other business I'm in. I do this for people that are my clients. I do this other part for business associates, and then I can put their name, I can put their number, and I can make any notes about the people I talked to. So that lets me keep up with it for the day, for the week, and then I can refer back to it for history of what we talked about and to refer for different things, okay? Okay, here's Tuesday over here. Same sort of thing. This is information about people's orders. I find that if I put it on a sticky note, put it right here, that then I can transfer this information onto a ticket, and then I can get all the products together that they need. I don't always have right in front of me a sales ticket to write something on, or I'm not always handy, or I'm not always right in front of all of my information when I need stuff. Sometimes I'm upstairs, but this way keeps it straight. Here are the appointments and the times where I needed to do things. And then over here, if you can see, I check them off when I get them done over here. I love to check things off. Here again are some notes, some phone numbers, and still to do. Okay, here's one. This is Wednesday. This was the day that just did not work out good. Still had lots of stuff to do, just didn't get them accomplished very well. And then I just put a sticky note on it that said Wednesday washout week. Sometimes I need to look back and see that I really had the week planned correctly. Just didn't work out all that well. Thursday was the day that we were out of town. No notes there. Friday I had a lot to do. Now, I don't know if you can see it from where we are, but I do prioritize, and I've got that all taken care of down here. Sometimes I think of things to do and I write them down. I have to capture those thoughts as they run through my mind, or sometimes they'll run clear on through my mind and they run right through and run right away. So I'll go ahead and put them down, but this arrow forward means it can be done in a forward time frame. It can be done the next day, or it can be done the next week. But I've got it written down here so I know to transfer it to another time so that it doesn't have to be done in this day exactly. And more information here. Now, I did want to show you this too. On Wednesday, when I was going to shoot some videos, I had one way that I wanted to post them. But by the time it got to Friday, when I actually got to shoot the videos, it made more sense to post them in a different way. So that's just what this is about. Saturday, a lot of things that still need to be accomplished. And then I have those prioritized too by how they need to be done. A lot of those got accomplished. I didn't get the check marks done by them. But there were so many things that had to be done. If I didn't get them written down and get them prioritized, I was overwhelmed. But once I transferred them from my mind onto the paper, they become much more achievable. So, okay, and then I didn't get through Sunday. But that is how all of that got accomplished. So, to wind up, I think I said pretty much what I wanted to say without going on forever and ever. The Erin Condren it really achieved what I wanted to achieve. It's something new. It's fun. That's what I needed too. I needed something fun, kind of a breath of fresh air. I originally thought that I would replace my Franklin Covey with it. That's one of the reasons I went on such an exhaustive search for a new binder, and I did want it to be more mobile. That is not the word I want to use, but I just can't think of the word I want to use. What I found is that my Franklin Covey's my workhorse. It's stability, it's my clarity actually that I work by day. There is a quote that says something like, the faintest of ink is more reliable than the best memory. And that's actually what I found. It has all of my information, even if I need it from last year or whatever. It's a system that I've learned I can work by, I trust. I'm sure that I've forgotten a lot about it too, but I'm kind of relearning the system even, which I actually love, love, love. I have much, much more to share, which I absolutely will do. As we move forward into 2016, I'm not exactly sure how I will move forward with the Erin, no, I'll stick with Erin Condren just like we are. I'm not exactly sure how I am going to move forward with the Franklin Covey. This is the classic size. I know that there's a compact size that's a little smaller. I'm thinking I might want to try it, but I'm not exactly sure. That's going to be a big commitment how I move forward, because I'm going to have to get a new binder for whatever system I want to, because, you know, it's one thing to be distressed. It's another thing to be where my poor little binder is right now too, because this poor little baby has really worked for me. So that's kind of where we are with that. So I just want to close by telling you that my goal is always that some of the information or resources that I share are helpful, that your time that you spend watching this is enjoyable, well spent, and fun, that I hope you get something out of it. So if that's the case, please click on that little thumbs up guy. And remember, I put that easy subscribe button down there. You can click on that. The battery just died, so let's see if we can just tack this onto the end of the other one. Here's what we're thinking about. Here's what I'm thinking about for the next battery. Here's what I'm thinking about for the next video. I want to share some tips and techniques on outstanding on-purpose planning options. So that's going to be planning by prioritizing. So we're kind of going to move from the fun part into the how do I plan with purpose, with strategy to really get some things done? Because, you know, it's one thing to plan fun and to plan with all the stickers and to do the woohoo stuff, and it's another thing to actually take control of and to use it in a very strategic way, which, you know what, you can do with all the planners, with all the pretties, with all the stickers, and you can still be very strategic and take control back. And I think that's what's very, very, very important. Doesn't matter what system you use. If you know how to take the control back, to be strategic in your planning, and how to prioritize, that is the art of planning, where it can be pretty, but it also can be on purpose, and it can be powerful, and it can be with a strategy, and you can really, really make your time work for you. So I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.